Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Shift together here from the D-line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third down, Wilson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Luke Wilson, 74 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Bennett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. The slot man in motion right. Third and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Michael Bennett in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game again first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
Second down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Doug Baldwin, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, and changing field position.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett in there to... Again, the 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. In motion is Austin Hooper. Now Ryan looking for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expecting to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
On second down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On first down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Third down. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. It's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Gabriel, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Freeman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. That's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he got more. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Ready. Hey, let's go.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon 1st down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 1st down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On second down, here's Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bannon in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. And now where are they going to mark him here? Could have easily been 2 points the other way. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the big tight end shifting around. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Ryan dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside. Go down is 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Jones now in motion left. Freeman again. Room here to run. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They run again with Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Now Wilson on second down. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now running right through it. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.